Hey you guys, I'm so excited to see you here again on this channel. Today we are recreating Kendall Jenner's look, so I'm going to be following as much as possible. I don't have all the products that she have, actually don't have any, but I'll just follow her steps and see what I could actually recreate. She started off the video with gold eye patches. I have these by Dermatology. They are actually great. They do the brightening job pretty well. I've been using them for a couple of weeks. So let me take those off. Hi, Louisa is back. And then she starts off her video with doing a little bit of gua sha. I usually don't do gua sha before my makeup. I usually do it in the morning. Maybe she just starting her day off with that, but let's see what she does.
Fresh ginger chunks in it. I started with these little gold eye just because I needed to wake myself up. I'm gonna take these off.
Me too, girl.
Gua sha, 100% coconut oil.
Okay, so she usually starts with 100% coconut oil and uses it with her gua sha. I don't have coconut oil, but I could use my argan oil, which will help me follow along this video. So I will just place it all over my face like she would. I actually also do love using heavy oils like she mentioned it in her video, because they do actually allow me to glide in with the gua sha much easier. So yeah, I do recommend doing that as well.
Come off my face. I cleanse after. So right when I wake up in the morning before I do anything, this is just what I do.
Okay, so she puts it on her palms and then she adds it to her face. I'm just gonna rub it against and just place it all over like so. I'm not really scared to do that because I love having lots of oils, like thick, heavy oils on my face, just because I feel a lot more, I would say, hydrated. And this one does not feel too thick, which is great. Okay, so she's also spraying some rose water. I have some rose water here. That feels nice. Okay, so I will be using a crystal gua sha that I have here. I usually use this or just ice cubes, so I'll just follow her along with her and I'll place it around my eyes.
I wish I was more consistent because I think we'd see probably better results that way, but I have been consistent in the last week. Don't judge me. I don't have the most skill when it comes to this, but here I go.
Okay, so I'm just gonna follow with her gua sha, I would say, routine. I'm just gonna go around my face as so that lymphatic drainage happens, as she mentions. Lymphatic system situation. I get it, girl.
Lymphatic system situation that happens that I don't know a lot about. But I do know when you do your job, and I'm probably drained down. I feel like my brows can get really uneven, so the way I gua sha, probably not traditional, but I go really up one because I feel like it needs a little lift. It kind of falls into my eye, and it's a shorter eyebrow.
I do feel like a lot of people do have this eyebrow standing shorter than the other one, just because sometimes we usually prefer to slip on our right side. Usually this side of the face looks different from this side of the face. Well, I have a very visible difference on each side. So yeah, I do recommend just going around with the gua sha like this. This is really great technique. I've actually previously made a video. I will be adding it here or here, I don't remember. I have created a face massage video. This was a video when I was just starting YouTube, so don't judge the way I talk.
Face cleanser in the morning. They tell you on the back of the bottle to apply this to a dry face, so that's what I always kind of do. I wet my fingertips a little.
I don't have the cleanser that she has, but I have La Roche-Posay, which is a sticker right here. I love this. It's very hydrating. It does not dry my face out. And my face is kind of a combination. It gets really oily sometimes, or it's actually very dry. Following along with the moisturizer that I always recommend. It's a nice thick moisturizer. Yeah, so but she does go ahead and cleanse her face with her cleanser. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wash my face first, and then I'm gonna go ahead with the lip product that she is now applying.
I'm going to use...
Okay, my face is washed and it's all clean now. She then goes ahead and adds in some lip butter. I don't have Kylie's lip butter, but I do I only have a lip balm right now, and it's called K Collection. This is a sheer. This is just gonna be used to moisturize my lips for now.
It's not because like this is really nice. So good for you, girl.
So she goes ahead with a La Mer moisturizer. I will be using Triple Repair moisturizing cream. This is my favorite little thing. I'm gonna be applying about this much and then just adding it all over my face. She doesn't have any special technique. She usually just goes around everywhere like so. Maybe I should keep adding eye masks and gua sha right before makeup because look at my skin. I look so much more awake. Okay, Kendall. Okay, so the last piece of her skincare she does is apply sunscreen. She goes with Elta MD. I have CeraVe Ultra Moisturizing Lotion, which is similar, but this is the one that I usually use. I feel like she has a very good basic skincare routine right before makeup. I love doing skincare before makeup just because something I feel like that will protect your skin barrier in the future. But what I love the most is that she has that correct sequence of applying skincare because sunscreen is supposed to go last at all times, only because otherwise it will just flake off or roll away. I've had those nightmares happen before.
With microneedling, and I really love that for my scarring. I think it has anti-aging properties. I'm not really sure, but I really like it. I think it makes my skin feel really healthy. I'm gonna do just
I'm noticing that she does microneedling. This is not something I have done before. I feel like in my case, it's not necessary just because my skin is not prone to acne. It's more of like hormonal acne and blah, blah, blah. But she goes then with a face mist. The only face mist I have is rose water that I've used prior. So let's just go ahead with that. But also coming back to microneedling, she said that it has anti-aging properties, which is really interesting. Maybe I'll try to use that in the future.
Today, I am going to do super different from what I've done before. No, I think I'm gonna do my natural, normal, glowy skin. I'll probably... Sometimes I actually do feel like applying it with my fingers makes it look a little bit thinner and like almost more natural on skin.
So she does apply her foundation with her fingers, which is very interesting to me. I've never seen anyone apply with fingers themselves. I'm going to get my foundation, which is the usual, the Armani one. It is pretty medium to full coverage, but mostly medium. So usually what she likes to do for her skin is to look more natural, which is very nice. And she likes it to be a lot more thinner, which is also great for spring makeup. So she did tell us that for her French makeup look, she will be doing a red lip and brown tones. So we'll be applying some brown eyes and a little bit of red on the lips, which is very interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna apply a few drops onto my fingers and apply the foundation. I'm also happy that she is following with her regular, like I would say, glowy makeup look, which is what I love about Kendall's makeup. She goes very light and very, very natural.
Concealer.
Okay, so her next will be a concealer, which she applies a few drops of. If you know me, well, if you have seen the other videos, you know that I like to do it all over my face. I'm not doing that today, don't worry. She goes very minimal, which I feel like a lot of my viewers will prefer. I do like to go a lot. I like to go ham on my concealer. I'm not gonna do that today, don't worry.
This one is so nice. It's the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Concealer. Little dot here, little dot here.
So yeah, she does a few drops on each eye, so like 3 specifically. Let's see how that goes. She used the L'Oreal, I'm using the Armani, and she goes with a beauty blender. Okay, I guess we're done with the concealer. Let's see what she does next.
I'm definitely listening to a little music.
Me too, girl.
What I'm feeling, but most of the time it's like May, Sullivan, like jazz.
Okay, then she goes in with a little bit of concealer in between her eyebrows and on the bottom of the nose. I guess to highlight the dark spot.
It's kind of base skin. I'm gonna do my this is from me and Kylie's. I just really like the deepness of the color. I apply it weird. I just brush a little bit of it onto the brush and I should back because I really love it.
Okay, so she uses cream contour from her own and her sister's Kylie's brand. I don't have such contour, but I will be using, I could use this shade, but it is a little too dark and too orangey. I want something more like of a gray tone, so I'll possibly go with She Glam contour, liquid contour. I'm just gonna add a little bit on the brush itself, and then she just goes in like circular motions like this.
I should talk to Kylie about bringing it back because I really love it. I just think it's super easy to use. It goes on really well and the color's really.
Okay, so she brings in the contour, I would say like from the forehead down to the cheeks and then over to the jawline as well. I'm just gonna do the same thing on this side.
I'm gonna top it off with our cream bronzer. I really like this Charlotte Tilbury one. I like this one especially for like my nose contour and my eyes and just kind of get the natural glowy natural.
So then she puts on a different type of cream bronzer, but I think I'm going to use a little bit of NYX. Guys, I'm just obsessed with this one. This is a bronzer shade All Butted Up. I'm gonna use a little bit and just go over.
Okay, now I'm gonna take the smaller
added contour.
So good for summer, you guys.
I don't know if it's the lighting, but it kind of looks messy around here. I think it's the lighting. Then she takes a smaller brush and then goes with the same bronzer around the eye area. So I'm just gonna add in to the eye as well. She mostly adds it into the inner corner, I guess just to bring in more shadow. Okay, and also she does a little bit of a contour with the same bronzer, so I'm just gonna add it on the tip of my nose here. She does have a pretty thin nose.
I don't know what you would call this. I kind of just tap it in and then I tap it on my face and it's gonna look crazy for a second. It's gonna look crazy for a second and then we're gonna make it look good.
Okay, so I don't have the similar blush that she has. The closest one I would be is this one by Rare Beauty. It's more of like the red Maui color. Just gonna open it up to show you, as you can see. And I'm just gonna let me actually apply it to the brush. Yeah, it does look crazy at the beginning, but then let's just blend it all out. So she adds her blush, like I would say like almost under her eyelid, and then she goes like this.
I used to like not have blush on a lot, but I just love the last.
Yeah, I agree. I never wore blush before either, but once I did start using blush, I just feel like I look a lot more better and more alive. I don't know. And then the last part she does for her cream is going to be glow lotion, but I'm just going to add a few drops of my glow enhancer by Armani. Just going to tap it in. I'm glowing
with this Anastasia.
Okay, then she just brushes her eyebrows out. Her eyebrows are quite dark. Mine are not as dark, so I'm just gonna brush it as well and see.
I've been through a little bit of a brow journey, just working in the industry that I work in. I feel like they've bleached them. They've obviously cleaned them up every so often, but I used to, like when I was younger, like, you know, trim them to make them really precise, and I don't do that anymore. I kind of just let them live, let them fly. All I really do with the brow pencil is just add a little here.
So like she said, I also don't do much to my eyebrows. I don't cut them. I do shape them up once in a while, but I usually don't cut them, do anything. I'm also a model. They have been abused. So what I usually do is take a little bit of a pomade. I usually use one by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is by shade medium brown. I'm just gonna fill it in because her eyebrows are quite dark and mine are like not as dark. I just want it to match a little more, so I'm just gonna fill it in ever so lightly if there are any blanks. Let me zoom you guys in. Just like that. Okay, I look like I have eyebrows from now on. Okay, after that, she uses some powder. I do have powder by Laura Mercier. This one is loose powder. I'm just gonna add in a little bit around my eye area, just like Kendall does.
I think my first like real modeling bigger company was for Grwm. Just wanted to do a good job.
Okay, after the powder, she has mattified her face a little bit and gave out a very beautiful message, which I appreciate. Then she went in with another bronzer. So she has used NARS, but I will be using one from Complex Culture. I broke this palette, by the way. We're going to be using this shade. I noticed how I use so much of random makeup. I just don't want to have that spending or buying culture of makeup. I just take whatever my mom used to give me from her box each time, and I just kept them. These have lasted me about 2 years. I don't know. Are you guys love spending money on makeup, or you're okay with just using whatever you have? And then she goes in with powder blush, which today I will be using Cheer from Rare Beauty. It's beautiful. Okay, so then she moves on to the eyes. So she first curls her eyelashes, which I will do in a second. Okay, my eyelashes are curled. Then she goes in with an eyeshadow. Here again, some random palette that I've acquired from my mom. And I'll be using a brown shade from here, which is called Vacation Mood. That's a really pretty color, honestly.
In this plane. Like
okay. Then she goes in with a darker color. I will probably use my bronzer right here and just go around the outer quarters and the bottom lid as well. Then it looks like she is curling her eyelashes again. I possibly missed that she did not curl it. Maybe she didn't. So she curls her eyelashes. Today for my mascara, I will be using Tarte. This is Light Camera Ashen. This is a very cute packaging. I actually got it as a gift. Quite cute. It gives off a very nice and wispy lash. Let me just apply it. I always feel like I'm more alive when I'm wearing a mascara. Okay, the eyelashes are done. Now she goes in with her lipstick. I actually going in for that smudged lipstick no liner makeup look. I found that water tints work the best. Guys, this little thing is so similar to Benetint and it's so much more cheaper. It's on Amazon. I will link it down below. Let's try it out and I will let you know how this works. Like so, and then I just tap it and then I add as I need because this is highly pigmented. As you can see, this is a very perfect subtle look for your lips, and it does look like it was like, you know, kissed. Finally, guys, this is my take on recreating Kendall Jenner's spring French girl makeup look. This is very fun to recreate, and I want to know if you guys have anyone in mind for me to recreate because this was actually really nice, and I think I'm going to wear this to the date tonight. I love it so much. Let me know what you guys think. I want to see you here on Instagram. I'm uploading daily makeup tips or lip hacks. I would definitely want to see you on there. If you have any questions, let me know. I answer all of you. I love talking to you. I try to post a lot more often now, which is 2 videos at least every week or 3, just so that you don't miss out this following video. I would recommend to put a ring bell on so that you would get a notification that your little friend Louisa has posted. I enjoyed seeing you guys here. I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.